Hey everyone, today Urban is hosting Sri Lanka's very first NFT auction and now it's live. You can visit our website nft.urban.lk and start placing your bid right now. Today we are going to have a chat with the board of directors of urban.lk and the artist behind the headliner of the auction, Sigiriya 2077. As you all know, the country is now in lockdown. So we decided to join our video call, so I sent them some questions. NFT is immensely popular in the world right now. If you take the word blockchain, it's a relatively new word to most of the people. But it has already generated widespread attention, first because of the cryptocurrency and now because of NFT. So these are my questions to Manu.
So blockchain is a very interesting piece of technology that emerged in the recent years, but it has been around for quite some time now. A blockchain essentially is a distributed or much rather a replicated ledger. So what I mean here is that if you think about the traditional ledgers, most ledger systems, is controlled by a centralized entity, right? Either be a bank or the government or a private entity. Some sort of a centralized component is there to the ledger, and we trust this particular entity to be truthful of this ledger. That we would trust that they would be changing the ledger entries as they want. But whereas a blockchain is where a group of people would be governing this sort of the ownership to the ledger rather than one single entity. So all the participants in the blockchain network would have a piece of or the copy of this ledger. That's why I say this is replicated. So if there are 10 people, all 10 would have a copy of the ledger. And if someone wants to change the ledger, they simply can't, because they won't have to convince all 10 people that's in the blockchain that we need to make this particular change of information. So that's what makes blockchain really special, because there's no centralized component, centralized entity that's governing what's the ledger going to be. It's a very distributed, very democratic piece of technology that enables democratic systems and trustless systems. So when I participate in the blockchain system, I know for sure that one single person or even a lot of people colluding together cannot do a change in the system. So I don't need to know who are the other people, so that's a 100% trustless system. At the same time, I know that there won't be any change to the system according to one person's needs. So that's basically what a blockchain is. The key thing is blockchain has been gaining a lot of traction recently, mainly due to the traction we have seen among cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies is essentially a token or sort of a piece of application that's built on top of blockchain that works just like a normal currency, but it's completely virtual. Some currencies have an asset backing, some doesn't have an asset backing, but either way, if it has a sort of a service, some sort of a utility behind it, it seems to be getting a lot of traction, a lot of value. Although the current trend is cryptocurrencies, it seems to be the main usage of blockchain. And in my opinion, I think blockchain has just started, and there's going to be a lot more usages of it apart from cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies might be just the initial traction to get people on board into blockchain technology, because it's a bit different to to get your head around it. But once we get to a point where it's matured, where people are accepting of the technology, I think there's massive use cases, massive trustless systems, traceability and sustainability, and fintech creator systems that a lot of use cases we can do with blockchain. So I think that's where we are headed. Cryptocurrencies, NFTs, these what I think are a byproduct, but really important things to the overall blockchain chain.
So as you can see, NFT is a very exciting space, and it's democratic as well, as Manojit pointed out. But you might be wondering, how does Urban fit into this space? So there's no one better than our own founder and CEO to answer that question.
At the time of its inception, Sri Lankan e-commerce space was filled with counterfeits, and most of the places that sold products online had terrible customer care service and warranty policy. We wanted to make a space that any Sri Lankan can buy genuine products online without any doubt in their mind, while enjoying outstanding customer care service. We believe as a company we should grow with our community, and our vision for the future encompasses that. Urban is launching its global store so that the foreign markets are accessible to Sri Lankans through urban.lk. They can sell any product through the platform. It may be an art or any sort of handicraft or Sri Lankan producers for the international customers from the comfort of their homes. Well, the big buzz NFT. Sri Lanka has many talented digital creators, but they didn't have a space to easily showcase or monetize their work. As a result of this, many talented people chose to leave the country in search of better opportunities. What we aim to achieve through Urban Gallery and the NFT platform is to bring those opportunities to them so that they can gain recognition and find collaborators, and essentially finding a small solution to the brain drain that our countries experience.
So when it comes to NFT, there are thousands of applications as well. How would that benefit a developing country like Sri Lanka?
Hi folks, Lakshan from urban.lk here. We are pleased to be initiating the first NFT auction in Sri Lanka. NFTs, as you know, it's a recent phenomenon that has translated with the whole cryptocurrency movement, which in itself is a new asset class. So how it affects the Sri Lankan economy or like the global economy is yet to be seen, but it's one of those digital movements which has a first move advantage, and it's a pleasure for us to be spearheading this movement. In terms of art, Sri Lanka has a rich history of art which goes back to 2,500 years. So it's in our DNA to produce art of certain value, which is very attractive to the export markets. That being said, this enables the Sri Lankan entrepreneur, the Sri Lankan retailer to enter into international markets and have mechanisms whereby they could earn something like royalties or like a premium price. These are early days, but we are very optimistic and enthusiastic about this whole endeavor, and it's a pleasure to be a part of this program, and we hope that you take part and support us. And if there are any questions, queries, feel free to get in touch with us. Hope everyone is well and safe in this lockdown environment in Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.
At the moment, NFT is mainly about selling digital art, but NFT technology is something that can be used for many more things. After the initial boom of NFT is over and the dust settles, we might be looking at a whole different picture.
So if you really look at NFTs, right now the most of its focus is actually on digital arts, but then what you will see is that more and more applications of NFTs come to picture where you can find tokenized assets, where you find these real world problems. For example, I have a very good use case for real estate that you can actually say as, oh, it's a tokenized thing, and you could possibly even do voting on tokenized methodology. So this whole idea of the non-fungibility of tokens, that you can actually have a unique piece on the internet, is a very powerful concept to apply to a lot of real world use cases. So in the next coming years, we will see a lot of technology applications for this new wave of technology.
So a very big thank you to the board of directors of urban.lk, Malinda, Lakshan, Dulita and Manujit. Also I want to mention Colombo Taproben Roundtable 3, which we are partnered with. They have this project Kids Off the Street, which is basically a project where they help out children in need, and this is a very great project that they've been doing for a while. So a portion of the profit that we make out of this NFT auction will be going towards that. So thank you very much everybody. Do go on to nft.urban.lk. So thank you very much, stay tuned and good night.